Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I transformed this dresser that's just factory finished and gave it a fresh new coat of milk paint with a transfer on it. I didn't like the original hardware, so I'm filling it with Bondo, and that's always been my favorite filler to use for old hardware holes. It works really good with milk paint. You just mix it with the hardener, apply it. Sometimes you have to do two coats, just depending on if you need to fill it up a little bit more. Once that was dry, and it usually just dries really fast, like a half an hour or so. Once that's dry, I sanded all the hardener off and made it nice and smooth. And then I also gave the entire dresser a light sand just to kind of rough up the surface a little bit. Because it has that factory lacquer on it, I didn't want to just use the milk paint straight over that. So I didn't take too much time on the sanding, just 5 minutes to just kind of give the dresser a little bit of tooth. This dresser was pretty clean, but I still always just start by cleaning the dresser just to get off any grease or fingerprints or anything that's built up on it. My favorite cleaner is Simple Green, and that works really well for getting all the dirt off. Once that was done, I mixed up my milk paint, and today I'm using Juniper from our Sweet Pickins Milk Paint line. Sorry, this out of focus a little bit. But you always just start by adding water to your bowl first, adding your paint, mixing it up, and then because this was a factory finish piece and I want the best adhesion, I added some of our Extra Bond to it. Mixing up a little bit larger amount, so I'm using my immersion blender to mix it, and that works really well for getting a nice smooth paint. Just make sure you don't move your blender up and down. You just put it right into the cup. That way it doesn't create a whole bunch of air bubbles and foam. Then just start by applying the milk paint to your piece. I just go in nice even long strokes and get the paint everywhere. And sometimes you kind of have to go crissy-crossy, whatever, but just always as a final step, I just drag my brush back and forth just to get nice, long, even strokes. Once that is dried, I'll go back in and do a second coat on the entire dresser. Okay, once the milk paint, after you've done your second coat and once that's dried, I didn't really want to go crazy on the distressing on this one, so I just took a sanding block and rubbed it all over just to smooth out the paint, make it buttery smooth, and just kind of hit any edges where I wanted to distress the piece. And because this one had a just nice big plain front, I decided to do a transfer. This one is the transfer from IOD. So I just thumbed through the book, picked out where I wanted to place my transfer. I forgot to get a video of me applying it to the drawers, but here you can see that you can just cut out pieces and overlap them and layer them, and just to build it up and basically just design it however you want it to look. So it's just really easy to apply. You stick the transfer on, and then it comes with a little plastic stick that you rub on, and then you just slowly peel back the clear acetate paper and just make sure that the transfer has adhered. Okay, I decided to seal my piece with a Sweet Pickins Oil Wax in dark. I really like this. This is my favorite finishing coats that we have, just because it adds just a little bit of antiquing and aging, kind of makes the paint a little bit more muted and aged looking, which I really like. So, and it works well over the transfer. So I just use a wax brush and apply it to the whole thing. You'll let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't dry. It takes a long time. So you can, just apply it, go do something else and come back and then wipe it off. You have quite a few hours before you have to worry about it getting sticky or drying down too fast. So I just apply it, wait about, 20 minutes or so, and then I'll come back and wipe it with a clean cloth, and then I'll usually go back over it one more time with a second clean cloth and make sure it's all wiped down and even and looks good. Okay, so once I had the oil wax all wiped down, because I filled the hardware holes, I needed to add new holes for my hardware. So I have this little tool that I got from, I think, Home Depot, and you just can line that up so you get a perfect placement of your knobs each time and put new hardware on, and it was all done. Thanks so much for watching. You can find all of our products that I use at milkpaint.com. Thanks, bye.